Hello, I'm Debbie Hemsley. Welcome to the video tutorial for the Snowdrop throw part 6. Please take a minute to read my terms of use to make sure that you don't break any of the rules of joining in this cal. During part 6, we'll be working on rounds 78 to 96. We're nearly at an end, only one more part after this one. Round 78. First thing we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch to the corner chain 3 space, and then we are going to do chain 5. This counts as your beginning half double crochet plus chain 3. We're then going to do one more half double crochet into the same space, and that's our corner made. Then we're going to follow up by doing a back post half double crochet around the next 152 stitches. When you get to the next corner, you're going to do one half double crochet, chain 3, one half double crochet in the corner chain 3. Complete the round, and when you get back to your starting point, you're going to finish off by joining with a slip stitch to the second chain of the beginning chain 5. Round 79, slip stitch into the corner chain 3 and then do a chain 3. I've used a standing double crochet as I had finished my yarn, and I'm now going to do a second double crochet, which you will do if you started with your 3 chain. We're then going to skip the hidden stitch and do one double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Then we're going to, so there's our double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Then we're going to skip a stitch and then do a V-stitch in the next stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Skip 1 stitch again, and here our repeat starts. Here we're going to do 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Skip 1 stitch, V-stitch in the next stitch. Skip 1 stitch, and then we will start our repeat again. Complete your repeats until you are 4 stitches away from the corner. When you are 4 stitches away from your corner, let's just have a look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. We're going to skip 1 stitch and we're going to do a double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Into the corner space, we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets. Once you've completed your corner, you're then going to do exactly the same as you did down the first side. You'll skip the hidden stitch, 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, skip 1 stitch, V-stitch, skip 1 stitch, and then you'll start with your 3 double crochets, skip 1 stitch, V-stitch. You'll have 3 double crochets on either side of your corner. Complete the round with 2 double crochets into your starting corner, and then join using a chain 1 and a half double crochet into either the top of your standing double crochet or into the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 3. Round 80. We're going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and then we're going to do 1 single crochet in the corner chain 3 space from the previous round. Then going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Don't skip the hidden stitch. And then we're going to chain 4. We're going to skip 3 double crochets, and we're going to do 3 single crochets in the chain 1 space of the next V-stitch. Then chain 4, skip 3 double crochets, and start our repeat again, 3 single crochets in the chain 1 space of the next V-stitch. Continue with your repeats, working down the side until you have done 3 single crochets in the last of the V-stitches on the side. Do 4 chain, skip 4 stitches, 1 hidden stitch, 2, 3, 4, and 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches. Into the corner you're going to work 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet. And let's just come out the corner again, working into the hidden stitch, 1 single crochet, then a second single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, skip the 4 stitches, 3 single crochets into the chain 1 of your V. Okay, that's a reasonably straightforward little round. When you get back to the starting point over here, you'll finish up with a single crochet, a chain 1 and a half double crochet join into the top of the beginning single crochet. Round 81, we're going to start off with a chain, which does not count as a stitch, and then a single crochet into your corner space. Then we're going to work, and don't miss your hidden stitch, we're going to work 3 single crochets. This is where our repeat starts, and we're going to do this little repeat 25 times. And we're going to work in front of this chain 4 from the previous round, and we're going to work into the 3 stitches over there. So we're going to do a front post double crochet and into the second, around the second stitch and around the third stitch. So 3 front post double crochets followed by 3 single crochets into these 3 single crochets that you made into the chain 1 of the V stitch on the previous round. The first one is kind of a hidden stitch because it comes just after a chain, 2, 3. So that is our repeat, which we're now going to do 25 times. Once you've done that, you can wait for me and I'll take you around the corner. Once you've completed your 25 repeats, you should be just before the next corner. Working in front of the chain space from the previous round, we're going to front post double crochet around each of the next 3 stitches. And then we will do 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches, 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, and then you're at your corner. 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet into the corner. Then coming out of the corner, we're going to again start with 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, and then our front post double crochet in front of the chain space from the previous round, followed by 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Continue working all the way around, making sure that your corners look like this. You've got your 3 front post double crochets leading into the 3 single crochets, corner, single crochet, chain 3 single crochet. And then this work is getting rather large, just bear with me while I find the end. When you get to your final corner, you're going to finish off with a single crochet, chain 1 and a half double crochet join. Round 82, starting with chain 3, and then which counts as your first double crochet, and then do another double crochet into that same corner space. We're then going to do 4 double crochets, going into the wrong place there, so 4 double crochets, don't miss your hidden stitch. Then we're going to front post treble crochet around the next 3 stitches. Front post treble crochet around the next 3 stitches. Then we are going to skip a stitch and we're going to do a V-stitch in the center of those 3 single crochets. And then we're going to front post treble crochet again. Right, the front post treble crochet, 3 of them followed by the V-stitch is your repeat. You're going to do that 25 times. And if you wait for me at the next corner, I'll talk you through it. Okay, we've now repeated our little sequence 25 times, and we're now at this point at the end of the round. We're now going to do 3 further front post treble crochets around the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to do a double crochet into the next 4 stitches. Careful not to miss the first one because it's kind of right up against that last front post. Double crochet, treble crochet, I beg your pardon. And then into the corners you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets. And then coming out of the corner, 4 double crochets. We're going to work into the hidden stitch, so don't miss that one. And your little repeat starts here again with your 3 front post treble crochets, skip a stitch and a V-stitch. Continue until you're all the way around at the end. Finish off the round with 1 half double crochet, a chain 1 and a half double crochet join to the top of the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 3. Round 83, we're going to start with a chain 1 and then a single crochet into our corner space. Then, making sure you don't miss the hidden stitch, we are going to do 6 single crochets all the way along here. That should bring you to just before your front post treble crochets on the previous round. Then you're going to 4 chain. You're going to skip those 3 stitches there and the stitch over there, and into the chain 1 space you're going to do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 4 stitches, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next stitch we're going to do 3 single crochets. 2, 3, 4 and 3 single crochets. Pretty straightforward. When you get towards the next corner, make sure that you've got 6 single crochets before you get to the corner. Into your corner, work 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet. And you can carry on all the way around until you're back here. Work 1 final single crochet and join with your chain 1 half double crochet join. Right, we'll start with chain 1 and then a single crochet into your corner space. We're then going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 7 stitches. Don't miss your hidden stitch. Then working in front of this chain 4 from the previous round, front post double crochet around the next 3 stitches, and then single crochet into the next 3, which are the stitches above the V-stitch. You will be repeating this 25 times, and then you will need to front post double crochet around the next 3 stitches and do a single crochet into each of the next 7 stitches. You'll then be at your next corner. Into the corner you'll work 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet. Now continue doing this until you are right back at your starting point over here. You'll finish off the round with 1 single crochet and a chain 1, followed by 1 half double crochet join into the top of the beginning single crochet. Round 85, chain 3, which counts as your beginning double crochet, and then 1 double crochet into the same space. We're then going to do a double crochet into each of the next 8 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't miss your hidden stitch. Right, that's our 8 stitches. Then we're going to front post treble crochet around the next 3 stitches. Then you should be at your next little V section. You're going to skip 1 stitch, and into the next stitch, which is the center stitch of those 3, you're going to make a V. So that's where our repeat started. We're now going to do this 25 times. So we're going to skip the next stitch, and we're going to do front post treble crochet. You've done this round before, the only difference being the number of double crochets that will lead up to the point where you start the repeat. So if you carry on until you've done that 25 times, you'll then have to do a front post treble crochet around the next 3 stitches, 1 double crochet into each of the next 8 stitches, and you'll then be at your corner. Into the corner, work 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. You're going to do that all the way around until you're back at your beginning point over here. You'll complete your first corner with 2 double crochets and then a chain 1, followed by a half double crochet into the top of the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 3, which is the stitch over here. Round 86, chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and then single crochet into that corner space. Then we're going to 1 single crochet into each of the next 10 stitches. Don't miss the hidden stitch. That's our 10 single crochets. Then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip 4 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to 3 single crochets into the chain 1 space at the top of the V. Then we're going to do 4 chains, and we're going to again skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. You won't count the skipped stitch over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Okay, so you're going to repeat the 3 single crochets into the 1 chain space of the V stitch, and then you're going to chain 4 and skip 4 stitches. You're going to do that 24 times. You'll then have 3 single crochets into the last V stitch, chain 4, skip 4 stitches, and 1 single crochet into each of the next 10 stitches leading up to the corner. 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet into your corner, and then continue until you're back at your starting point. Finish off with 1 single crochet, chain 1 and a half double crochet join to the top of your beginning single crochet. Round 87, we're going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and then we're going to single crochet into the same corner space. We're then going to 1 single crochet into each of the next 11 stitches. Don't miss your hidden stitch. Now, working in front of your chain 4 from the previous round, we are going to front post double crochet around the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to single crochet into the next 3. So that is our repeat. We're going to do that 25 times. You will then need to do 3 more front post double crochets around the next 3 stitches, and then 1 single crochet into each of the next 11 stitches. Into the corner, you're going to work 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet. As usual, you're going to work all the way around to the end of the round, and you're going to finish off in the first corner with 1 single crochet, a chain 1 and a half double crochet join into the top of your beginning single crochet. Round 88, we start with chain 3, and then we do a double crochet into that same corner space. Then we are going to do 12 double crochets, 1 into each of the next 12 stitches. Now we're going to do 3 front post treble crochets, and this is where our repeat starts with the 3 front post treble crochets. Then we're going to skip a stitch and we're going to do a V stitch, and skip a stitch, and again front post treble crochet. Right, so that's our repeat there, and we're going to do that 25 times. You'll then need to do a front post treble crochet around each of the next 3 stitches, followed by 1 double crochet in each of the next 12 stitches. This will bring you to your corner space. Into your corner, you're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, and then continue until you're all the way back at your starting point. Finish off with 2 double crochets in the starting corner, followed by chain 1 and a half double crochet join into the top of the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 3. Round 89. We're going to chain 1, which does not count as a stitch, and then we're going to single crochet into that same space. We're then going to do 14 single crochets. Don't miss the hidden stitch. And then we are going to chain 4 and again it's the skip 4 stitches and single crochet into the 1 chain space in the middle of the V. And we're just going to keep doing that until you get to the next corner, when you will finish up with the mirror image of this. So you will have your 14 single crochets leading into your corner. The corner will be a single crochet, chain 3 single crochet. Continue until you're back at your starting point, and then finish the round with a single crochet, chain 1 and 1/2 double crochet to the top of your beginning single crochet. Round 90, starting with chain 1 and then a single crochet into your corner space, and then we are going to do 15 single crochets, and then working in front of our chain 4 from the previous round, we're going to front post double crochet around the next 3 stitches. Then we're going to do a single crochet into the 3 single crochets at the top of our V stitch, and then we carry on. Okay, so our repeat starts at the front post double crochets and continues until the 3 single crochets in the V. We are going to do that 25 times. You'll then need to do 3 more front post double crochets and then 1 single crochet into the next 15 stitches, and then into your corner you will work 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet, and then you're going to continue until you're back at your starting point, finishing off with 1 single crochet, chain 1 and a 1/2 double crochet join to the top of the beginning single crochet. Round 91, we start with chain 2, which counts as our beginning 1/2 double crochet, and then we are going to work 185 1/2 double crochets. Don't skip the hidden stitch down the side. When you get to the next corner, you're going to work 1/2 double crochet, chain 3, 1/2 double crochet in the corner chain 3 space, and then just continue in this fashion until you are back at your starting point again, and then into that first corner space we're going to work 1 final 1/2 double crochet, and then we're going to join with the chain 1, 1/2 double crochet to the top of the second chain of the beginning chain 2. Chain 2, this counts as our beginning 1/2 double crochet. We're then going to do a back post 1/2 double crochet around the next 187 stitches. This will then bring us to our next corner. Into the next corner you're going to work 1/2 double crochet, chain 3, 1/2 double crochet in the corner chain 3 space. Continue until you're back at your starting point, and we're going to finish off the round by doing 1 final 1/2 double crochet, and then we will join with a chain 1, 1/2 double crochet to the top of the second chain of the beginning chain 2. Round 93, we're going to start with chain 3, which counts as our beginning double crochet. We're then going to skip the hidden stitch and double crochet into the next 19 stitches. I'll see you when you get to the... Right, I've done the 19 double crochets. Now your very next stitch should be the one that falls directly above the center stitch of these front post stitches there, so that stitch over there. And here we're going to chain 2, we're going to skip that stitch, and then we're going to double crochet 5. 3, 4, 5. The very next stitch should again be the one above the center stitch of your front post double crochets. 2, and then double crochet 5 again. Benjamin has just joined us and he's huffing and puffing. I apologize for the background noises. Okay, so your repeat is the chain 2, skip stitch 5 double crochets. You're going to do that 25 times, which will bring you just before the next corner. If you wait for me there, we'll do it together. Okay, so our 25 repeats are done. And we now need to chain 2, skip 1 last stitch over there. Again, it's still above that center stitch. And then we are going to double crochet 18 stitches. I'll leave you to do that. Just before I go, you'll notice that this appears to be a little bit asymmetrical, with 19 stitches at the beginning of the row and 18 at the end of the row. That is as a result of aligning the skip stitch above the ribbed effect in the previous rounds. So it is intentional, and I might as well stay with you because I'm nearly at the corner. So that's our 18 double crochets. Into the corner we will work 1 double crochet, chain 3, 1 double crochet. We'll be working a little popcorn into that space on the next round. Now coming out of the corner, you're going to skip a stitch and then you're going to work your 19 double crochets. And then just continue and do the rest of the sides exactly as the way you've done the first side. When you get to the end of the round and you're back at your starting corner, you're going to finish that corner with 1 double crochet, and then you're going to join with a chain 1, 1 half double crochet to the top of the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 3. Round 94, we're going to start with the chain 1, which does not count as a stitch. Then working in front of the chain 3 on round 93, we're going to do 1 popcorn in the corner space on round 92. A little bit tricky to get to it, but just persevere. So we're going to insert our hook and working in front of that chain 3 space, make a popcorn. Again, it's a 4-legged popcorn. Which we're then going to close and do a chain. Then into the next 20 stitches we're going to work 1 single crochet. Don't skip the hidden stitch. You do need to work into that. So 20 all the way along. Right, that's the 20 single crochets done. You should now be at your chain 2 and skipped stitch of the previous round. Working in front of that chain 2 there, we're going to work a popcorn into the skipped stitch. Again, it's just a 4-legged popcorn. By now you're an expert at making these. Close with a chain and then work 5 single crochets. So our popcorn is the start of our repeat, and then the 5 single crochets, and we're going to do that 25 times. And if you wait for me once you've done that, then I'll talk you around the balance of the round and the corner. So that's the 25 repeats completed. We now need to do one more popcorn into that last skipped stitch. And then we are going to do 19 popcorns, 19 single crochets in the next stitches leading up to your corner. And now we are going to do a popcorn into that corner in front of our chain 2 corner. Again, this is something you're now very familiar with. And then we are going to start with our single crochets again, and you will do 20 before you start your popcorn 5 double crochet repeats. So I'll leave you to finish the round. When you get back to the starting position, you're going to finish with a single crochet into your last stitch, and you can join with a slip stitch into the top of the popcorn, which is that little stitch over there. Round 95. You've slip stitched the last join. After that you're going to chain 5, which counts as your beginning half double crochet, plus chain 3. You're going to skip the corner popcorn closing stitch and then work a half double crochet into the next stitch. And now you're going to be working 189 half double crochets down the side. When you get to your popcorns, just note that you won't be working into the chain 1 closing stitch of the popcorn. So essentially you'll be working 6 half double crochets between each of your popcorns. You should now be at your corner, and we're going to work one final half double crochet into the top of the popcorn stitch, followed by chain 3, not 2, 3. Skip the closing stitch on the popcorn and half double crochet into the next stitch, and then just continue and complete the round as we have done the first side. And when you get to the final corner, you are going to join with a slip stitch to the top of the second chain of the beginning chain 5. Round 96. Start with a slip stitch to the corner chain 3 space. Chain 2, which counts as your beginning half double crochet, then chain 3, not 2, 3. Then half double crochet in the corner chain 3 space. We're then going to back post half double crochet around the next 191 stitches. You'll then be at your corner. Into your corner you're going to work 1 half double crochet, chain 3, 1 half double crochet, and then complete the other sides in exactly the same way. When you get to your starting point, you're going to simply join with a slip stitch the second chain of the beginning chain 2. At this point I'd like you to fasten off and secure your ends. We are going to reposition our starting